Have you ever pondered how a moment can push the boundaries of the life you've dreamed of? Every second we live allows us to step onto one of an infinite number of paths. But what if the path we choose leads us into unexpected darkness? This story narrates how a choice can produce unforeseen consequences and how, on this journey, we might lose not only the people we love, but ourselves as well. Are you ready to embark on a journey of love, loyalty, and regret? Where do the boundaries of fidelity begin and end in a marriage? My 10 years with Alice were a quest to balance this question. My love for her reignited every morning when I saw the light in her eyes. But recently, that light had dimmed, shrouded in a fog of doubt. Alice's growing intimacy with her office colleague Matthew started to unsettle me. The little comments I heard about him, Alice's late returns home, all these signs had planted a seed of suspicion in me. Yet perhaps out of a futile hope, I tried to convince myself that everything was all right. Learning about Alice's betrayal from within this fog of doubt was like a lightning strike in the middle of a dark storm. When a friend told me that Alice and Matthew had been seen at a motel on the outskirts of town, I initially denied it, but my fragile belief began to crumble from the moment I heard this news. When I went to the motel and saw Alice's car, I felt something break inside my heart. That day, Alice experienced pleasures she had never known before and nearly completely forgot about me, Jack. However, a few hours later, when she woke up beside her, Matthew had already left without leaving any trace. At that moment, Alice was filled with regret and decided to return home to me. Our home was unrecognizable when she entered. The people living there did not recognize her and told her the house had been sold a year after our divorce. Alice was shocked. At that moment, her world collapsed. My number no longer worked. The police were called, and Alice was taken to the station for identification. At the station, we learned that Alice had no fingerprints. Her driver's license and other IDs were invalid. The detective revealed to Alice that she had died earlier. Her body was found in the same motel room, and the cause of death was poisoning by alcohol and sleeping pills. Alice insisted it was all a nightmare, but the detective wouldn't listen. Eventually, as Alice was about to be sent to a mental health facility, she realized she had indeed been dreaming and woke up safe beside me. She understood. When Alice woke up from the nightmare, she shared her regret and fear with me. In tears, she said she never wanted to lose me again and realized how meaningless everything she had experienced was. At that moment, I was faced with two choices: to leave the past behind and forgive, or to carry this pain forever. Seeing Alice's sincerity and regret melted the ice in my heart. At that moment, I understood that forgiveness was a liberation, not just for her, but for me as well. Yes, forgiving was hard, but I believed our love could pass this test. Alice waking up beside me and sharing her nightmare gave us a second chance. Together, we decided to rebuild our relationship on stronger foundations. This meant open communication, rebuilding trust, and most importantly, renewing our faith in each other. Now I ask you, what is the value of love and loyalty? How can a momentary whim so easily shake years of togetherness? Alice's nightmare reminds us of the importance of our choices in relationships and the weight of the consequences those choices can bring. Although challenging, this story shows us that even in the darkest moments, the power of love and commitment can overcome anything.